No introduction is needed for the remarkably talented Michael C. Hall returning to Dexter in Dexter Resurrection. So, I mean, all these years later, 2 decades almost of playing this character, what is it like to keep playing him that audiences love?
I don't know, it's amazing. The members of the original cast that joined us this season, James Remar, David Zayas, and others, it never got old. We would shake our heads every time we found ourselves on set together, just mystified that we're still telling this story, and the story feels as fresh and vital and new as it does. It's a gift. It feels. I have a lot of gratitude for the fact that this character in this show has generated such enthusiasm and long-lasting enthusiasm from fans.
I mean, I'll tell you, my best friend named her cat Dexter after your character. Obviously, there's just so much love for this character. He faked his death in the beginning. Then his son shot him in Dexter New Blood. Now he's back. I mean, what can you kind of preview about his story arc in Dexter Resurrection?
Well, I don't know. It sounds like it's fitting to name a cat Dexter because he seems to have 9 lives. I think, this new season finds Dexter with a real second chance at life, a chance to reclaim his identity and more sort of decisively define who he is and who he isn't. I mean, if we think it's the end for us and then we're giving a second chance, what do? I think we really try to pinpoint what is and isn't important, who we are and who we aren't. And so I think we find a Dexter who's in a way less burdened by the baggage of his past and able to move into the present and the future and do it in this new environment, New York City, that's an incredible place to redefine yourself, to hide in plain sight, and to encounter the kinds of crazy situations and people that only a metropolis like this could provide.
You're so right about that. Audiences will see that this season. And I mean, Dexter kind of kicked off this true crime obsession for America. Before there were all these docuseries, before these other iterations of this, what is it like to kind of lead that forefront and just be part of that cultural phenomenon?
I mean, I don't think of myself as like some sort of Pied Piper for dark obsessions. I I'm glad that our writers have managed to keep the storytelling ball in the air and that people keep showing up for it. The job really hasn't changed from the beginning. It remains the same for me. I just try to be a guardian of my sense of Dexter's truth within this not quite realistic world, but realistic enough that people can identify with it and relate to it. I don't know. I think people have a fundamental darkness with our individual and collective shadow side and its manifestations, and spending time with material that explores that is just endlessly fascinating for people.
Dexter fans are sure to love Dexter Resurrection. New episodes Fridays on Paramount Plus with Showtime. Thank you so much, Michael.
Yeah, thank you too.
It's all in the family with Dexter Resurrection. I'm talking with Jack Alcott, who plays Dexter's son, James Remar, who plays Dexter's late adoptive father. So, Jack, I mean, how do you come back from this after what happened in Dexter New Blood to now here in Dexter Resurrection?
I mean, I think I just come back running. Like I'm running from everything that just happened, emotionally, mentally, and physically. I mean, I've tried to literally distance myself as much as I can from that. Start a new life is the starting point, or it's at least the goal.
James, I mean, your character, Harry Morgan, people love from the first part, Dexter's 8 seasons of that. You're now in this one where you weren't part of Dexter New Blood. So how do you kind of get back into this mindset of Dexter's kind of inner conscience?
I was a part of the original for 8 seasons, so the consciousness of it, the mindset was never really very far away. Coming back into it is a pleasure, it's a privilege, and it's exciting because I feel like in New Blood, Dexter was trying to distance himself, as Jack was saying, from his past. And he wasn't killing anymore, for the most part. And then all the events happened, and he sort of reawakened as his original self. And he needed his dad's guidance.
We have this killer list of guest stars this season of serial killers. I'm going to say them. We have Eric Stowstreet, Davis Desmalchin, Kristen Ritter, Neil Patrick Harris. I mean, Jack, what is it like to work with this incredible group of people in these guest starring roles?
I mean, it's like having 10 different master classes going on at the same time. There were many days that I wasn't working, that I wasn't called, that I made sure to go in and like watch the big dogs work, because it's just like, when are you ever going to get a chance as a young actor to watch that many like monster talents work in one scene?
You're so right about that. Everyone would do the exact same thing you did. And James, I mean, what can you preview about Dexter Resurrection? Obviously, we know Dexter is back, but what can you kind of preview about the journey we're going to see on this season?
As with the rest of the characters in it, Dexter especially, it's an evolving character. It's not stuck in the past. It has a new tone to it. We start out kind of like the same as we used to, but we grow and develop together. I don't want to preview too much, but as men age, their attitude towards their dad changes. And their dad's attitude towards their kid changes. And so I think, we're very much a generational show.
This is a great tease without giving so much away, because audiences need to experience it for themselves. Dexter Resurrection, new episodes released Fridays on Paramount Plus with Showtime. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
We're still meeting new characters in the Dexter universe nearly 2 decades later for Dexter Resurrection. I'm talking with Dominic Fumusa, Katia Saraf, and Emilia Suarez. So let's start camera left to right. Dominic, tell us a little bit about your character.
I play Detective Melvin Oliva, who is part of the NYPD homicide department, and he's partnered with Claudette Wallace, and together we solve all crimes.
Yes.
What about you, Katia?
Yes, I am playing Claudette Wallace. I was going to say Claudette Oliva.
Okay.
Oh my God. I'm promoting you to captain.
And you're married. Wow.
Spoiler.
Captain.
Spoiler. And Claudette is relentless in her pursuit of truth. That's what she needs, is truth. That is her way of showing love in the world, is solving crimes and catching the bad guy yesterday. And she is able to do this because, again, I want to call you captain. Oliva is by her side, and this dynamic between the two of them is really interesting because Oliva is both a buffer and a bridge for her. He both softens the world and connects her to the world so she can do her thing. And I think the dynamic between these two not only solves crimes, but it makes it very intriguing.
Emilia, your character obviously not a detective. Where do we find her in this story?
No, Elsa is a friend of Harrison's. She works with him at the Empire Hotel. And, Harrison's been through it. Elsa's been through some things herself, and, they're dealing with their respective life circumstances and situations in different ways. But I think that Elsa's a new influence in Harrison's life and a new place to land for him. And yeah, that's and she's a pretty cutie, cool girl.
Supporting characters are so fun to watch on screen, but Dexter obviously revolves around Michael C. Hall's character, who audiences have just loved for these decades that the show has been on the air. Dominic, what was it like working with him just all these times later on a new iteration of Dexter?
Michael's the best. Such a good guy, such a great actor. It's a total pleasure. The whole set, I mean, everybody involved, from the cast, the crew, the writers, the directors. It's an incredible group of people, and it's just... it's a real privilege to walk onto that set. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you think that it's you're walking into something that has been established for so long. So many people have been doing it for a long time, and you kind of imagine you might dive into a machine, but what you're actually diving into is a real family that they've built. And it's really, really special and so incredible to go to work every day with people who know that what they're making goes to so many beloved fans, and that, you know, Michael is at the helm of that. And, you know, there's not a bad apple in the bunch.
That is
Clearly welcomed you all with open arms. And
Yes.
Cuddy, I mean, also new to this cast, Golden Globe winner Uma Thurman, Emmy winner Peter Dinklage. I mean, just the new hits keep coming. What is it like working with them as well?
Well, we all come into the room and it's as if we're going through this, I don't know, magic mist, and we all meet at eye level. We work together. There's no ego. You obviously, you sense the aura of people. Like there's such, you know, Uma and Peter and Michael, they're very charming. And you feel that when you work with them. And at the same time, you can also breathe. You don't have to hold your breath in and be like, okay, this is, you know, we are acting next to legends. You don't feel that way at any point at all. So we're all equal peers.
Those kind of people. That is so wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
New episodes of Dexter Resurrection Fridays on Paramount Plus with Showtime. Thank you all so much.
Thank you very much, Trevor.
Dexter Resurrection sees the return of a beloved character, but also introducing a new character their audiences are going to love. I'm talking with David Zayas, who's Detective Angel Batista Ntari Bahumwine. He is in this great, fun role. So, David, I mean, what is it like coming back to join Dexter Resurrection after all those years on the original run?
It was wonderful. It was wonderful to jump back in and explore that character, especially now in this time in a different city. It was when I first heard that they wanted to continue the story here. I was like so excited and so grateful that they included me in it.
Audiences are going to love seeing him back on the screen, but they're also going to love Ntari's character. Tell us a little bit about him so we can just get so excited for it.
He's a breath of fresh air, really. He comes in and sees that Dexter needs a friend, and he lends a hand in more ways than one. And I think that's what's sort of interesting about the season, because Dexter doesn't like to get too close to people, but he's in a new place and in new surroundings, and he needs help and support. And Blessing provides that.
So your character is so different than your character in Smoke, which we just talked a couple weeks ago. I mean, that character is so mysterious, so invigorating, and this character is so joyful, so full of life. What is it like kind of differentiating those characters? Because this is obviously a huge summer for you.
Well, thank you so much, and really grateful that you were able to see both. And it's an actor's dream to be able to play such extremes. The character in Smoke, his name could be, he could be renamed Cursed. And my character in this show is Blessing. It's literally polar opposites. And so I'm really grateful to be able to have both on the air at the same time, both on the same night, competing against each other.
Yes, you can watch them back to back, obviously on different services, but you can watch them together. David, also, I mean, you're in another summer show alongside your wife, Emmy-winning Liza Colon-Zayas, playing her husband there, but obviously she doesn't play in this. Are there any chances she could kind of cross into the Dexter universe to join you this time?
You know, that would be wonderful. She was in the original in an episode. I don't remember what season, but she did come in and play the character, and I had a scene with her. And then having the scene with her on the bear, my wife is my superior in every aspect of the acting world, and I've learned a lot from her. And just being in the same scene with her is always a wonderful, growing experience for me.
That's so fun to hear. And we have these just heavy hitters this season. I mean, all these guest stars that are these serial killers. I'm going to call it a killer guest cast among these people. David, what is it like kind of working alongside them in these roles? Neil Patrick Harris, Eric Stonestreet, Kristen Ritter. I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
First of all, it's wonderful that they're on the show. They're just going to bring a lot of class and a lot of just integrity into this show. Angel Batista didn't have scenes with them, so I didn't work with them on the set. But everything I hear about, they just brought that wonderful energy into it.
So fun, and obviously being new to the Dexter universe, were you a fan before this, Ntari? Can you give us any teaser as to what you were hoping to get out of this role?
Of course, this has now become a franchise, so decades strong. So to be able to come in with that momentum is a gift. Rarely do you have an opportunity to come in a show which has such a huge following and momentum, and I'm feeling the love and the energy, and so riding this wave.
Dexter fans are going to love this new continuation. Dexter Resurrection, new episodes Fridays on Paramount Plus with Showtime. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.